Give it 1 minute here. Okay, you're live, James. What we talked a little bit the other day. Share a little bit of what's on your mind.
Well, I've been in prison 26 years for something I didn't do. I was in a shootout at Club Alexander's in 1992. At the time, the club was the front for a major drug operation, and the police knew it. And they had shot other patrons before, and I was put out the club for getting into altercation with another gentleman inside the club. And after I was put out the club, I went out to the parking lot. I got in my car, and I seen the gentleman that had an altercation with me when I pulled around the front of the club to confront him. As I was stepping out of my car, security guards started shooting at me. When they started shooting at me, I had a gun in my car. I returned fire, but as we were shooting each other, another security guard got shot behind me. Later on, we found out in 1995 they did a ballistic, and they shot my roof of my car and my passenger tires. And they pulled the bullet out of my car, and it matched the same gun that was shot Mr. P. His name was Ernest P. who was shot. I've been fighting my case ever since, letting them know that I didn't kill no one, that they were shooting at me. But no one's been really able to listen. It's been falling on deaf ears. Another thing is that the club in 1995, this happened in 92 and 1995, the feds ran in on the club, and they had been watching them since 1989, and they had been selling major drugs through the club. And they knew that they were selling drugs through the club. They was running like 300 kilos of cocaine through the club at the time, a month. And so they knew what was going on, and we believed that there was police officers in the parking lot at the time of the shooting, but no one stepped up. I've had about at least 15 witnesses come forward to state that I was in the shootout, and I wasn't the only one shooting. To state my innocence, and it's been falling on deaf ears the whole time. Recently, I've been to the parole board, been twice. First, they gave me 7, then they gave me 5 years, and they just keep me in this rut. Where I can't really fight to get out. And this is a shame because, they know I'm innocent because I had a ballistic to prove it, I have witness to prove it. But no one wants to hear my case. No one wants to just step up and say, okay, that's, hear what this man got to say. My case is with the Innocent Project. It's just been sitting there. I put it in the federal Hague. It's just been sitting there. It's been sitting there over 4 years in the federal Hague. It's been with the Innocent Project for 3 years. So I just been waiting to hear something. But 26 years is a long time to be in prison for something that you didn't do.
Right. Were you present at the time when the murder took place? I don't remember what you said on that.
Yes, I was in the parking lot when the shots were fired.
Okay. So you were only present. Did you know this was going to take place?
No, I didn't. I didn't know it was going to take place.
Okay, those are the people that should not even be charged with the crime, because it would be like a friend of yours running in the store, shooting someone, and you going to prison for life as well.
Exactly, because actually what happened was the other security guards started shooting at me, and they accidentally shot the other security guard, and they blamed me for it. See, because they didn't want to come forward and say that they were the ones who actually shot him, because at the time they was running drugs through their place, so they didn't want to get the investigation. So everybody at Club Alexander stuck together, because if they would have told the truth about the situation, been an investigation, see, then their whole drug scene would have been, it's been put up in smoke. They found out what was going on, but they didn't know they was already under investigation.
It's sad. That's our criminal justice at its best. And our new group, we broke off from Fair Treatment, which I started back in 5 years ago. But our new group, we're going to focus on education on wrongful convictions by bringing out your cases and getting it promoted so someone will take a notice. So, and you're one of many people, that, were wrongfully convicted of a crime. They might have been present, but they didn't pull the trigger. And some of them knew the crime was going to take place, but they still didn't pull the trigger. So I don't see how they got life.
Exactly. It don't make no sense.
What county was this?
Franklin County.
That should not surprise me. And I already know who the prosecutor was. The same one that's in now, correct?
The prosecutor at the time was O'Brien,
Yeah, he's still in.
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
He's
Prosecutor was Richard Tremulin.
yeah. O'Brien is still in office.
Right.
Well, it'd be nice if you would take a look at some of the cases that they prosecuted and some of the evidence and reopen some of the cases.
Yes, it would, because they know for a fact that I'm not guilty. And they gave me an act of murder. I mean, they gave me a 20 life sentence when they know that I'm not guilty of it, because once they see, they thought my car was shot from the outside in, but my car was actually shot from the inside out. And once they figured that out, they changed the whole case. And then they found a bullet where it was shot. My car was shot, and they dug the bullet out of my car and out of Mr. P's head, and they came from the same gun.
Right.
So I had ballistics proving my innocence. And they shot my passenger driver out when I was turning around the corner.
Right. So really,
They know
yeah.
that I was in the shootout. They know they were shooting at my car. They know that one of their own three people shot. They shot the other security guard.
Yeah. So they would know that the evidence pointed the other way.
Exactly. But they just ignored it and made
Right.
the point towards me.
Right.
I had no prior convictions at the time. Hadn't been in no trouble or anything. So it was just turned up my life upside down.
How old were you at the time of the crime?
I was 26,
How old are you now?
53.
Wow. You're right behind me. I went in young and got out old.
Exactly.
So, and you're from Franklin County, I take it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if talk about some of the particulars that people can listen to, so that they can actually tell that you're actually innocent of this crime.
Some of the particulars.
Yes.
Well, like I said, my car was shot in the roof and the passenger tire, and they thought that I had shot my own car from the outside in. And the ballistics, they did the ballistics. This happened in '92. They didn't do the ballistics on that bullet until 1995. When they did do the ballistics on the bullet that they pulled out of my car and out of Mr. P, and they claimed to match it matched. They said it came from the same gun. The gun that I was using, that I shot back with them, they had shell casings from mine and shell casings from out there, which proved it was two different guns. And they found 3 different shell casings from 3 other guns. So it was actually 5 different guns being shot out there that night. And they knew this, but when they came to court, they tried to act like it was. They tried to act like I pulled up and they shot this man and pulled off, but they know it wasn't true. They had 50 witnesses in the parking lot at the time, and they took all the witnesses, and the only ones that they took to the notes from was the ones who actually worked at the club. The ones who worked at the club all said, they interviewed them all together, so that way all their stories would sound the same. And all of them said, one person said one thing, and they all just follow suit. But the other witnesses was there, was like, no, it was a shootout, and they didn't put none of them in my file. They didn't put none of the witnesses in my file. These people said, well, I talked to the police, but it never showed up on my file. It was never filed or nothing. They only filed stuff that seemed to go against me that came from the papers who actually worked at the club. Then on top of that, when I did have a jury, it come to find out that my jury foreman was one of the guys who actually worked at the club. How he got on my jury, we don't know, because during the 40 year, he never exposed that. I just found this out within the last week, that my jury foreman, I'm going to file a motion for a new trial for that, that my jury foreman actually worked at the club. His name was Edward Jackson, who actually worked at the club the night and was there the night it happened. So how do they put a jury foreman on your club, on your jury, and he worked at the place where the crime happened?
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
I didn't have a shot at winning. He was my jury foreman.
Yeah, that right there, it should have been a mistrial.
Right, but they didn't expose it. I just found this out here recently. I'm working on filing that paperwork now. Because when I went to the board and people heard about it, my people put it up. A female came and said, well, anyway, he had a rigged jury because the jury foreman was working at the club. That just came out within the last week.
Right.
So I'm getting that together now to work on that to file for motion for a new trial. I'm waiting to hear my lawyer, talk to a lawyer, so I can, put that together. I'm getting the lawyer up right now for that.
Right. You got so much evidence, at least that you're saying you do, that would prove your innocence, and I really would think that the county would be willing to reopen up your trial, and put aside the sentence at this time. But if they find you guilty again, that would be like starting your whole sentence over again.
Exactly.
Are you willing to accept that?
Sir.
Are you willing to go through that again if
Yes, I'm 100% willing to go through it. I don't
Okay.
have nothing to lose because I've been in here already 26 years of my life that I feel like I shouldn't have been in here.
Right. And and they don't want you to be able to prove your innocence
Call
because
is originating from an Ohio correctional facility
hold on,
and may be recorded and monitored.
they don't want you to be able to prove your case and win it because then they would owe all this money for wrongful incarceration.
Exactly. And they know it for a fact. They didn't even expose to me that they were under investigation. This place under investigation for selling drugs. Now,
Right.
you know if this club was selling drugs, major weight, 100, 200 keys a month, you know that they had armed guards there. So you know they would shoot first and ask questions second.
Right.
And this was a known fact. I didn't find out this stuff was known until later on. That they have done this with several other people in the parking lot. They just open fire on people. And they knew that that's just what happened. It just so happened this particular night, they accidentally shot one of their own, and they blamed me for it, and they covered it up.
Now, if an attorney or somebody is watching that would like to get involved in helping you, give them your contact information from details, and we'll do it again at the end of the video when you call in the second time.
My name is James Tucker Smith. My number is 318-734. I'm currently located at Ricky, which is Richmond Correctional Institution. You can look my number up. Like I said, it's 318-734. And I'll be willing, to talk to an attorney, and I'm ready, to go back to war about this situation in the courtrooms because, I'm fighting for my life.
Okay, and was that JPay or your mailing address?
Yeah, that's my JPay too. That's everything. My mailing address is Richmond Correctional Institution.
Okay.
So
What?
you can find me on
Yeah.
JPay,
Yeah.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Hey,
on
yeah.
JPay with my number, James Smith, 318-734.
Okay, call right back. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, brother. See, this is one of many people that's wrongfully convicted, and we've been kind of sharing around lately our new format with Change Starts With Us would be focusing on wrongful conviction educating society that there is people that are wrongfully convicted. We support pro-reform 100%. That will always be a passion of mine since I was stuck by the parole board. How about with medical, if possible, and some other areas? We just have to be able to stay focused and start networking and start working together and not even caring what somebody's past is, but look at who they are today. We're just waiting for James to call back, James Tucker Brown, I think it's James Tucker Brown, I think. He did give his contact information. I'm going to have him give it one more time, so that, he can at least be heard. And that's what we're trying to do is bring out these people. And let's start educating people. It all starts with you and I, one step at a time, one handshake at a time, one meeting at a time. And we can do it because it's very, very possible. Okay, James, where are you at? I'm running out of things to say. Today is pretty snowy outside. Jerry, our vice president, just showed me a picture. I think it was in Dayton where the snow is pretty bad. Out here in Columbus, we just have some snow flurries coming down. Of course, I'm not a weather person, but I think it's going to warm back up after this weekend. And everybody on it, we need everybody to stay safe. Watch where they're around. Watch for germs. And with the prisons being closed from visits the way they are, and I do agree with that 100%. But what if a staff member brings in a CEO, a unit manager, the warden, deputy warden? And I guess you don't really have choice that way. Somebody's got to work. But I'm just hoping none of our folks behind bars get affected by it at all. Well, we're going to give this about 5 more minutes for him to call in. He should be allowed to. He's up at Richland. Richland is pretty good at calling back, as many times as they want. But if it's if they get locked down or something, I don't know when they can use the tablets. If they can when everybody's locked down or not. I think they should be allowed to. I really think each person should have their own cell phone bought by the family as long as they can't get on the internet and their family pays for the calls. You got to start trusting people somewhere. And I'm not saying every inmate should get one, though. I'd say those that have stayed out of trouble, those that are minimum or medium, closed and Supermax and Max would have to wait till they drop down. This is just some ideas I'm just throwing out there. We will probably resume this video because we're going to put this as part 1. Unless we're going to give it like 4 more minutes for him to call in and see if he's able to. I don't like to do videos real long because it loses our people that listen to them. And we're already at 17 minutes. Folks, I'm going to have to close it for now. Remember, this is part 1. Part 2 will be coming up.